Good evening to all. As in the last class I told you about the Gauss-Seidel equation. Now going deeply into the Gauss-Seidel equation, before this I will tell you about the classification of buses. What is the meaning of bus? It is like a conductor where all the other conductors are connected. It is like a one conductor where all other conducting wires are connected. Okay, so there are number of buses which are divided into load bus, generator bus, slack bus according to their known or unknown parameters. Okay, load bus also known as PQ bus because here P, the value of P and Q is known. This is the bus. Over this bus P and Q values being known, and we don't know about the values of V and L, so it will become the bus load bus. Here other transmission lines are connected, but for this bus we know the P is this and Q is this, but we don't know about the V and L, so it will become the load or PQ bus, load bus. And then next is generator and PB bus, where value of P and voltage is known and Del and Q are unknown. In the slack bus and reference bus or the swing bus, both all are the same bus. The names are different. Okay, where magnitude of voltage angles are known and P and Q are unknown. Okay, here I have written transmission line losses. I will tell you the meaning of transmission line losses. What is the meaning of transmission line losses? In each power system, I mentioned here each. In each power system, one slack bus always there, because slack bus always be decided on the side of generator, and one of the generator always be connected in the power system, so that generator side is considered as a slack bus. If generator side is considered as slack bus, it will supply the transmission line requirements. That transmission line requirements is P, L and QL, active power and reactor. It will become the transmission line losses. Transmission line losses. You got it? Without connecting any load, transmission line itself will act as a load for the generator side. So for the requirement of transmission line, one of the generator which will be considered as a slack bus, it will provide all the requirement of the transmission line, and the P and Q are unknown for the slack bus. Okay. Now 2 and 3 points I will also tell you about. If any interconnected system, and this is generator 1 and this is generator 2. Okay, and this is the transmission line or tie lines which is connecting which providing the connection between the two generator. If we know the parameters of transmission line, we don't need to think about the slack bus. We can consider any of the generator as a slack bus. If we don't know the parameters of slack bus transmission line, we don't know what are the parameters are available at the transmission line. We don't know. These are the unknown parameters, so we can't consider one of the generator as slack bus. We have to take all the generators as a slack bus. Okay, this point is very useful, and in the coming classes when we will do the numerical, I will tell you how it will provide the answers when 2 generators and 3 generators are connected and the tie line parameters are unknown. Okay, up to this you must have the information of classification of bus. How the bus is like a conductor. This is the main conductor. Okay, and in the power station, if you visited, you have seen main bus bar, auxiliary bus bar. Okay, like that bus is there where the load bus, generator bus and slack bus are divided according to their known and unknown parameters. Okay, this is like a bus. Okay, and the slack bus always be considered on to the side of generator, or each and every power system always contain one of the generator. That generator is considered as a slack bus, and the generator will always provide the transmission line requirement. That these are the known parameters that will find it with the help of Gauss-Seidel equations or Norton-Raphson equations. We will see in the next class. Okay, thank you so much.